Noon, sports friends. This is the first day of class for the spring semester 2018 section D. And this is Dr. Mark Keuthan, and I'm going to do a little introduction to the class and to the syllabus. Yes, that's right. I am going to have the syllabus up over here in just a second. This is what the class looks like on Blackboard, and I just want to do a couple of best practices and clear some things up as far as how to get around and what to find for your assignments, for your resources, that sort of thing. So let me very quickly do that. Normally you're going to see a better beginning of week, every week announcement than this one that's here. This is the one that's created by Blackboard, and I just put a syllabus link on there, and that's going to be different. If you've taken classes from me before, you know that I like to make announcements with big splashy images, and it's rather conversational. So this week, to begin with, all I did was recommend a movie, which some of you, I hope you would go see it. So here's where you find the syllabus, right over here. You click on syllabus, and it should load here in just a second. Yes, there it is. And you click on that, and you download it. Now, let me say this about syllabus. I sometimes make changes to the syllabus that are not, they're improvements, they're clarifications. They're not like adding a new book or changing an assignment. Most of the time, if I'm making new versions of the syllabus up here, it's for clarification and improvement. So you might check back to see if, excuse me, if you want to see if there's a new version of it. Page numbers, that sort of thing. Okay, this is the information about myself. Let's see. Yep, there I am on our ancestral ranch out in West Texas. And I don't live there anymore. That was taken a number of years ago. I'm quite a bit older than that now and have lots of gray hair. But nevertheless, there we go. Isn't that romantic? That's a romantic shot. It was actually taken on the day that I proposed to my wife of 20 years. So you can see all of that picture is. The next thing and most important thing to do is course content. Go to course content, and this is where you start the week of work. And let's start with week 1. You click on this, and it's set up in a linear fashion so that you should be able to see, just start at the top and scroll down and be able to get through the work that's assigned for the week. You can see right here, for example, I pulled this directly from the syllabus. So that little table that you see right there is the same as you would find in the syllabus. So I just put that right there so you can see what the week is all about as an overview. The study area is always going to have lots of stuff. These PowerPoints were made by Professor Andrew Quick, who has been teaching aesthetics for many, many years. I occasionally add things to this as well. So PowerPoints, these are extra pieces of information. There's sometimes clarifications and expansions on the stuff that you're reading. You have 3 or 4 different textbooks for this class. And so this is where you would find the extra stuff that you might want to look at, including links to extra videos, which I'm going to be putting up here. So keep checking back on this. And then you have your assignment for the week. There it is. We've simplified the placement of assignments every week. By and large, every assignment, everything you write for this class gets posted to the discussion board. If you clicked on this right here, you would find that it says nothing to post here. So we're not going to, so when you do your first assignment, the Citizen Kane paper, the aesthetic diagnostic essay, you are finding nothing, no way to post it here. That's on purpose because I want you to come over here to the discussion board and put it here. So every week you scroll down, you're going to find a place to post what you have written. There's a reason for that. We have to duplicate or approximate online what students are getting in a classroom situation. And this is the only way we can do this. We post your work here and have everyone able to take a look at it. It's supposed to create a conversation, and everyone knows what everyone else is thinking because you've written it down. So this is why we're using if it's only posted to the assignment, I'm the only one who can see it. So it's much more to our advantage as a class to learn from one another to be able to post these things in the discussion board instead. So just be aware that's a change. There is one exception to this class that I will get to in just a moment as far as placing things on the discussion board is concerned. So here it is. Here's what you do for week 1. And every week you will find what you should do, what you should be writing, what you should be researching every week. Now, notice here's another change we're going to be taking for this class, and I'm going to try and make more things available for you to create that are not written, formal, researched papers. If you prefer to do that, by all means, do that. But if you prefer for your output to be something visual, most of the time, you will have an opportunity to do the work visually. So, as it is on this Citizen Kane paper, you can instead create a PowerPoint slide with voiceover narration. You can create it as a Prezi and post the link in the discussion board. You can create a video. Many of you just cannot not make videos, and I appreciate that. You are in a filmmaking program, after all. So you should be having visual options for being able to put your work together as an indication of your critical thinking skills. So you would know, there's Emily, my computer telling me what time it is. And then if you scroll down to the bottom, so you've done this work right here, you've written your Citizen Kane paper, you've done this amazing, astute research and insightful writing, or you've made a visual representation of it. And now you're going to want to go put it on the discussion board. And this right here, click right there, and you'll be able to it'll take you to all the discussion boards, and you scroll down and find the right one for the right week. And so that's how that works. Every week, you should come to course contents and start at the top and work your way down for every week. Now, let me go down here to week 5, because here's where something is a little different. Week 5, you have a test. This test is a basic aesthetics test. You should have thoroughly read, taken notes from chapters 2 through 8 in the block text, visual storytelling, or whatever that book is called. I don't remember what it's called. But it's the block text. And so having done that, then we're going to test to see how well you understand the concepts that are there. And so here on this week, you're going to have a test to take, and here it is. So this week, you can see the assignment is not here. The test is not here. You have to click on this right here to get to the test. And you'll come back here, and there you go. And you can see that it will actually not even be available for you to take a look at until April 16th. But here's what you're going to be doing. Bruce Block, visual story, that is what it's called. We're going to test you to see how well you understand balance, contrast, movement, repetition, rhythm, and unity in filmmaking. These are all visual, conceptual, theoretical ideas. And to be able to test you to see if you're understanding the Bruce Block text, we want you to find photos or film clips and explain how the photos and or film clips that you've gotten a hold of illustrate balance, contrast, movement, repetition, rhythm, unity. And there are some examples of how students before you have done this in the week 4 study area. So you're going to create your test, and you're going to post it right here, week 5, not the discussion board, only here on week 5 for this test. Then week 6, after I have graded all these tests, then you will post your work, your basic of aesthetics test work on week 6 discussion board. So it gives me a chance to grade the tests and make sure nobody cheats off of one another. And then week 6, you get to show off your astute and capable capabilities in understanding balance, contrast, movement, repetition, rhythm, and unity. So that's the exception. So you'll come over here to the discussion board for week 5, and you'll notice it's not the test, it's something else. You're going to post your ideas about editing and post-production soundscapes, And there's what you'll be doing there. See, there it is right there. I have a fantastic documentary for you on film editing that you should take a look at, produced and talked about by the experts, by the actual guys in the industry doing that. So that's what you'll be doing for week 5. But if you were to look for the discussion board on week 6, then you will find a place to put your basics of aesthetics test. That'll be a way for you to show off your work. So that's the exception. By and large, you're going to see down here at the bottom, finally, now that they're all graded, you should post a link to your basic of aesthetics test presentation so that everyone can evaluate each other's works. Extol as you see fit. So by and large, all of your work is posted to the discussion board so that everyone can read each other's work and respond to it, approximating a class discussion, as it were. So, there's only one other thing to really show you on Blackboard, and that is course resources. I continue to put things in course resources that you might find useful, not the least of which is a best practices how-to paper written by our dear favorite Brit, Professor Andrew Quick. This is actually a distillation of information from the Timothy Corrigan book, How to Write a Short Guide to Writing About Film. And so this is what you should read. You should read this. Take a look at this. This will help you in all the writing that you're going to do for this class. So please take a look at this. But look, there's also a media folder. There's only one thing in the media folder at the moment. But there it is. There is the editing documentary we were talking about a minute ago, and it is available for you to take a look at right there. I'm going to be adding other things, documentaries on cinematography and aesthetic principles, special effects, and so forth. This is one of the best ways to learn how to do these sorts of things and understand the principles and theories thereof from the experts, the guys who are doing it. So there you go. There is an overview of what this course is about and where to find things, and that should help to get you started. There's only one other thing I really want to do really quickly for you, and that's take a quick look at the syllabus. This is the syllabus for this class. Here's how to get a hold of me. Some of you don't realize that I don't live in Virginia Beach. Most of you guys don't live in Virginia Beach, but I live in Pennsylvania, beautiful Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, and there are horses and buggies trotting in front of my house every day. It's wonderful. There are farms and horses and Amish and Mennonite people, wonderful, lovely brothers and sisters in Christ. Anyway, this is where I live. Coming to you live, recorded from my studio right here at my home. Although I'll show it to you sometime. But you can get to me through email. You can get to me by calling the office. You'll probably get Professor Quick, since I don't have an office in Virginia Beach. But I check my emails all the time, frequently all the time, so you can get a hold of me through there. Let's see here. There's only a couple of other things I wanted to show you, and that is the books. Here's how the books. There they are. The list of books. These are all the principles. There we go. So you have the Bruce Block book, the Johnston book, Real Spirituality, the McKee book, super important. If you've never read Robert McKee's story, read it, read it, read it, read it, read it. It is the Bible, foundational ideas for all things narrative and story. You'll need to know it. And the Prince book, Movies and Meaning, Introduction to Film. And also I recommend this book down here, The Rutledge Companion to Religion and Film, a great resource. It'll help you have sources for your papers that you're writing. Get a hold of the Rutledge. Okay, so you're doing 3 of these 1,000-word critiques. 3 of them. You're doing a Citizen Kane paper right at the beginning. There's your aesthetics and visual photographic exam. We were talking about that earlier. And here's the final of the paper, Theology, Aesthetics, and Cinema Essay. And again, you can either create the written essay or a visual essay. You have a choice. You can either write the researched paper or you can make a presentation. And here is how best to do that project. Again, written by our dear friend, Professor Andrew Quick. All right, here's how the works I mean, the points turn out. There's the syllabus, excuse me, and here's of course, the course. You see this on Blackboard. The only thing I really need to final up here with you on, guys, is grades. The way I do this is super, super simple. There's actually more than 1,000 points available for earning for this class. More than 1,000. Somebody's calling me. I'm not going to pick it up. Oh, it's a sales call anyway. How disturbing. 1,000 points. So all you have to do is accumulate points. You see, the Citizen Kane paper is going to be worth 100 points. Each of the 3,000-word film critiques are going to be worth 100 points apiece. That's 300 points. The half-term, the aesthetics test at week 5 is worth 200 points. Put lots and lots and lots of time of effort into that. Do well on that test. It's an open book test, essentially. That's 200 points. But look, this one down here at the end, the theology, aesthetics, and the cinema essay, pour lots and lots of time and effort into that. That's 300 points. And then you get points every week for your contributions to your responses to other students on the discussion boards. And if you're doing the math at home, you realize that that's more than 1,000 points. So to know what your grade is, if you want an A in this class, you have to earn more than 930 points. That's what it is, 930 points. You earn 930 points this semester, this course, and you will have an A for this class. That's as easy as it is. That's all you have to do. So keep track of how many points you're earning, how many points are available in upcoming assignments, and you should be able to track how well you're doing and meet the goal of making an A in this wonderful course. Let me just say one last thing about aesthetics. One last thing. Aesthetics is a lifelong pursuit. You're not going to be able to learn all there is to know about aesthetics in film and television in 8 weeks. Not possible. And so the goal of this course is to just give you an opportunity to try and begin to learn the basic principles of film and television aesthetics. It is a lifelong opportunity for you to keep learning, keep reading books, keep watching documentaries on this, keep listening to the experts on this. Read those blog posts from the guys, the cinematographers and the editors and all these guys who are practicing and trying to perfect the art form of film and television through the skilled use of aesthetics and understanding of aesthetics. So this is critically important for Christians to be able to make good films. I cannot overemphasize how important it is for you to begin to try and grasp and understand and practice skilled critical analysis of aesthetics in what you're watching, because it will make you great Christian film storytellers. So, very, very important this class is. And so I challenge you to dive into it and learn it. Learn it well. It will serve you all of your career in making film and television. So, this is Dr. Mark Keuthan, and this has been an introduction to aesthetics. And so we will say that we're done, and we will see you online. Let's have some fun.